Happy Friday and Mother's Day weekend. We got a full 15 game slate and some Friday RBI props. Let's talk some baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we're here at the end of the week talking some more baseball. What could be better than that? Yesterday was just, the slate was terrible. I made mistakes, should have bet maybe half units and should have had some winners. But either way, 0-2 yesterday. Still good over the last few weeks, but the last few days have just not been enough for us, and I'm ready to get back on track today. So before we get into all this, the NBA Best Bets video is out now. We had our first losing day in a really long time. We are on a 15-3 run. Let's go get some winners. Go check out that video. But today we got the usual 15 game slate. I'm ready to get right into it. Happy Mother's Day to anybody that is a mom watching. And again, I said this in the NBA video. If you didn't know it was Mother's Day this weekend, just a reminder. So anyways, here's the baseball fun fact today. This is more of like a rule fun fact that I didn't know about. Did you know there is such thing as a ground rule triple? I had no idea. It's when a player uses his hat to alter or affect the path of the ball. It doesn't have to be a hat, could be a glove. Just throwing something at it, and the batter and runners are awarded 3 bases. I had no idea. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Baseball's been in my life since I was like 5, and I had no clue. So anyways, just wanted to share that, but rarely happens, obviously. In this video, we're going to recap yesterday, and then we're going to give you all that research help, the good hitter matchups, the good pitcher strikeout matchups, take a look at the full 15 game pitcher report, and then end it with our best bets, including those Friday RBI props and the bets recap. So hit that like button, leave a comment below like you guys have been doing every single day. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as we are on our way to 25,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Let's end the week strong, and it starts with the recap. All right, there it is. The last couple days have sucked. First bet, Nerfy, loss. First inning, top of the first, 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the first, it's the White Sox freaking lineup. They go double, and then I think it was an out, and then a double to get 1 run, and that was the end of the inning. It is what it is. But Cardinals first 5 money line over 4.5. The over 4.5 was just to reduce the juice. That was a winner. The Cardinals first 5 money line. Sonny Gray got rocked. If you don't know what happened in the MLB yesterday and you didn't bet it, congratulations. It was absolute wildness. The Rockies lean I gave out, they crushed them. I mean, they just easily won, and there was weird stuff happening everywhere. Logan Gilbert got crushed. Sonny Gray got crushed. It was a weird day, and I'm starting to think that just any games that are like early morning day games, weird stuff happens, and on Sundays, of course. But it was just crazy. So I'm glad I only put 2 bets out, but we got to get back on track. I love this slate that we're about to have a lot more than yesterday's, that's for sure. So we had some profit, and just like that, in 2 or 3 bad days, you get back to around even. We're down 0.9 units on the year. Baseball is tough. I said it in the Discord today. I think baseball is the hardest of the 3 major sports we cover to bet, but that doesn't mean we can't get some winners. So I'm determined to get back on track. Let's have a great day. But before we get into those best bets, let's talk the good hitter matchups. All right, we got 14 good hitter matchups for you today on May 10th. JD Martinez, obviously not the same guy he was in his prime, but 13 for 35 with a bomb off Charlie Morton. Then Marcelo Zuna, how about 11 for 24? We've showed this before earlier this year. 11 for 24, 3 extra base hits and a bomb versus the lefty Jose Quintana. And his teammate down there on the bottom on the left, Ozzie Albies, 7 for 13, 4 extra base hits and 2 home runs off of Quintana. Just absolutely impressive. And then how about this on the right side? Shohei Ohtani. I know it's not a surprise anymore, but 4 for 9, 4 extra base hits and 3 home runs off Michael King. Come on, that's just insane. Then we got a Mariner sighting down there in the bottom right. So anyways, these are the best hitter matchups for May 10th. Take a screenshot, go get some winners, and now let's talk some arms. All right, surprisingly, with a 15 game slate, I only got 1 good pitcher strikeout matchup. The one that didn't make it was Tyler Glasnow. He's always on here, but he's facing the Padres. They're not a high strikeout team, so I did leave them out. But Jared Jones versus the Cubs. Jared Jones, the rookie for the Pirates, has been unreal. Cubs, 9th highest K percentage versus righties this year at 24.1. And Jared Jones, 52 Ks in 41 innings this year. It's just been unbelievable, honestly, to watch him. He's got some nasty stuff. 7+ Ks in 6 of his first 7 starts in the majors. So you know what? This is going to be another decent matchup for him. So that is a good pitcher strikeout matchup. And now let's go take a look at the pitcher report. All right, here are the first 8 matchups of the day. We got Mr. Taj Bradley making his first start of the season for the Tampa Bay Rays. He was decent last year as a rookie. Really came on hot, and then kind of struggled a little bit down the stretch. But Joe Ryan, we all know what he can do. He can miss a lot of bats, as well as Yusei Kikuchi. That's a good pitching matchup there in Toronto. And then happy Patrick Corbin Day to everybody. 14.4% K rate is 6.45 ERA, 12.7 hits per 9 innings. The gift that keeps on giving. And then Charlie Morton versus Jose Quintana. I feel like they've already faced each other this year. But Quintana struggled against some of those Braves, as we talked about. And then other than that, that's what we got for the first 8 matchups. The lefty Cole Irvin going up against Brandon Pfaadt, who's starting to slowly turn it around and pitch like some people thought he would. But those are the first 8 matchups. If you're new on the bottom, you'll see all the averages to compare to, and we try to give as many columns and help as possible. It's a good way to start your day and just look at all the matchups. So that's page 1. Let's go check out page 2. All right, these are the final 7 matchups of the day. As of recording this the night before, I did not see any pitchers listed for the Cardinals or the Brewers. I would kind of guess it's Lance Lynn for the Cardinals, but we'll see. Other than that, nothing great really on this matchup. I like Marsh, 2.7 ERA with a 5 expected ERA. He is definitely due for some negative regression. He is not a 2.70 ERA guy, does not miss a lot of bats. And Canning obviously has been a can all season long, except for when we faded him, like last time. Glasnow, one of the best pitchers in the majors, 32.3% K rate, 2.5 expected ERA, going up against a disappointing Michael King. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Paul Blackburn, who's been pretty decent for the A's, going up against Brian Woo 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 of the Seattle Mariners. He pitched last year as a rookie. This is his first start of the season. He was pretty decent last year, looked decent in the minors as well. Not a guy who misses a ton of bats, but he should give them a decent start. And then Logan Webb, the solid veteran down there, a 3.5 ERA, going up against Andrew Abbott. That's a pretty decent matchup there. So, anyways, those are the last 7 matchups. Take a screenshot. Hopefully, it helps you get some winners one way or the other. And now it's time for the best bets. All right, this segment of the show is brought to you by our sponsor, Better Bet. That's BTR Bet, the best place to find, track, analyze, and share your bets. Click that link below in the description and go check it out. Game 1 takes us out to San Francisco. We got the Giants hosting the Cincinnati Reds. Giants moneyline minus 155, Reds moneyline plus 130 with a total of 7.5 runs. Now, this may be my favorite play of the day as of right now. It's Logan Webb under 2.5 earned runs allowed at minus 130 on DraftKings. This guy's been a solid veteran for a while now, and he's known for being very good at home. In his 3 starts at home this year, he's given up 0, 0, and 2 earned runs. That was to the Mets, D-backs, and the Padres. So in 16 home starts last year, he gave up 2 or less earned runs in 12 of those 16. So he has been solid at home. This line is not usually minus 130 or even playable at all under 2.5 runs when he's at home against any sort of average team. He's coming off 2 bad starts, so it's a great buy low spot. But those last 2 starts don't scare me away because they were on the road, and they were against tough teams, the Phillies and the Red Sox. 2 teams that have been swinging the bat really well. He gave up 4 earned runs in each of those starts. Again, like I mentioned, they were both on the road. But if you look at his advanced numbers, so you want to see, okay, he's getting older. Is he just losing it and all that? He's just been a little unlucky. He's given up a 336 BABIP. That's batting average on balls in play. So only balls hit in play. What is the batting average for the players? Are they finding holes? Are they getting lucky? He hasn't given up a BABIP of more than 312 in the last 3 seasons. So he is going to have that come down, get a little bit more luck. But he's known for being an elite ground ball pitcher, and that hasn't changed this year. He's in the 97th percentile, 60.8% ground ball rate. He is still solid. He still has the stuff. He's not a guy who's going to just blow you away and strike out 9 or 10 guys, but he knows how to get weak contact, and he knows how to get ground balls. His ERA and expected ERA are both right at 4 or under, so the numbers are still there, and now he gets to face the Cincinnati Reds at home. This isn't even an average matchup. I'm going to be honest. This is an above average matchup because the Reds have struggled versus righties this year. We talked about it before. 27th best WRC plus, weighted runs created plus, and OPS, on base plus slugging. The worst, and I mean the worst, batting average in the league at 208 off righties. There is no team worse than the Cincinnati Reds. And they are almost dead last also in on-base percentage. If they don't have guys getting on base, it is hard to score a lot of runs. If they get a home run, it might just be a solo home run. But they also are the number 2 highest strikeout team, just to show you. They chase a lot of pitches. They miss a lot of pitches. I love this spot for a bounce back. I mean, he's done it in 3 starts at home this year, and now he gets a bottom 5 offense against righties. I love him to go under 2.5 earned runs for the 4th straight time at home this season as bet number 1. All right, the second game takes us out to San Diego. We got the Fathers hosting the LA Dodgers. Dodgers money line minus 175, Padres on the money line plus 145 with a total of 8 runs. I was not planning on it, but we're doing it again. Another earned runs prop. Give me Michael King over 2.5 earned runs allowed at minus 120 on DraftKings. So I know we haven't had a ton of these props yet, but somehow these two just absolutely stuck out to me. So let's talk about Mr. Michael King a little bit. He hasn't been as good as I thought, and some people did think he was going to be coming into the year, but he's coming off his best start of the season versus the Arizona D-backs. He still only had 3 Ks in that game versus the Diamondbacks, but we all know the D-backs have been struggling this year. He gave up 3+ earned runs in 3 of the previous 4 starts to the outing. And oh, by the way, he's faced this ridiculously good Dodgers lineup already this year. He gave up 7 runs. Only 4 were earned, but still gave up 7 runs and 4 home runs. That's right, he gave up 4 home runs that game. That is not pretty. But anyways, he has a 4.29 ERA, and numbers say he's actually due for more negative regression. A 5.27 expected ERA, a 5.71 FIP. He has struggled with command. 11.4% walk rate. That's just not pretty. And even with an ERA and numbers that are just kind of average to below average, he's actually getting lucky with a 255 BABIP. We just talked about Logan Webb giving up like a 330 something BABIP on balls hit and play. That's batting average on balls hit and play. It's 255. He's been actually getting a little lucky. He's not a guy who's missing a ton of bats. And now he faces the Dodgers. What can I say about this freaking team? They draw walks. They crush balls. They're absolutely loaded. Just 2 of their 9. Shohei and Teoscar, you just saw 9 for 25 with 4 home runs off of them. Dodgers offense the best in the league by far. It's not even close versus righties. I don't understand how we're getting an average to below average starting pitcher who's already got absolutely rocked by them at a line of 2.5 earned runs, and the over is just minus 120. I think this is great value here. You could also do plus money for Dodgers over 2.5 runs in the first 5 innings, but I like this bet a little bit better. So give me Michael King over 2.5 earned runs allowed as my best bet number 2. And it's time to talk some Friday RBI props. All right, it's that time of the week for us to give out some Friday RBI props. We are 10-6, up over 3 units on these RBI props this year so far. Here's how it's going to go. I bet a quarter unit, not a half unit, quarter unit on every single one of these. This is not a parlay. You guys do whatever you want, but they're all plus money. I usually give out 4. Right now, I only have 3. If I do have a 4th one, that'll be in the pinned comments with any added plays. So the first one, it's a guy we go with every single time, and I don't understand the odds. Marcell Ozuna, the man, the myth, the legend, plus 175. He has 38 RBIs this year. Nobody has more RBIs than him, and we're getting plus 175. I don't get it. Oh, by the way, he's a ridiculous 11 for 24 with 3 extra base hits off of Jose Quintana. He has 6 RBIs in his last 3 games. He crushes lefties. I don't know what else I can say. I probably should be putting a full unit on it, but give me Marcell Ozuna for a quarter unit. And then Salvador Perez, the catcher for the Kansas City Royals. He has 31 RBIs this year, been crushing it. He's 3 for 9 off Griffin Canning. He could hit a bomb off him easily. Canning has been known to give up the long ball. The Angels bullpen sucks. Enough said. Give me Salvador Perez. And then the third and final one, I'm going out on a limb here. It's rough, but I'm going to go Shohei Ohtani at plus 130. He is not possibly, he is the greatest baseball player on planet Earth. Also, did I mention he's 4 for 9 off Michael King and has 3 bombs already off him? So if there's no one on base, he could just hit a bomb and get us an RBI. He's also hitting 355 this year if you like things like that. 8 RBIs in his last 6 games. He has not had an RBI in 2 straight games. Breaking news, he is overdue for an RBI. 2 games is a lot for him. So give me Shohei with an RBI. Give me Salvi with an RBI. Give me Marcell Ozuna. Again, these are 3 separate bets for me. They are not a parlay. I know anything that is in a list form makes people want to just parlay everything, but I'm going to put a quarter unit on it because I'm a chicken. It's just what I do. You guys do whatever you want, or don't tail, or leave your best favorite RBI prop that you guys have for Friday down in the comments below. So those are the 2 best bets that I like. I'm going to be selective. I will probably have an added play, at least one, but I don't want to give out 5 or 6 MLB bets right now. I want to make sure we're on track, reading things right. MLB can get a little funky. So 2 best bets, 3 RBI props for now. Thank you guys for listening. Let's check out the bets recap. All right, we got 2 pitcher props for earned runs. Give me Logan Webb under 2.5 earned runs allowed at -130, and then Michael King over 2.5 earned runs allowed at -120, and then the 3 RBI props for a quarter unit each: Mr. Marcell Ozuna, Perez, and Shohei Ohtani. That's what we got for today. Thank you guys for another awesome week and for all the support day in and day out. This MLB season is actually just getting started. We have a very, very long ways to go. So thank you for being a part of the grind with me and Ryan. And hopefully you guys have a great Friday and a great Mother's Day weekend. And we'll talk to you soon.